right, happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the NLG show. It is our humble crew here with you this evening. I, of course, am Mike Mullis, aka Stinger NLG.
This is Peter Houting, aka HTK360.
And this is Chris Williams, aka Fastback 68. Going on.
Not much. How's everybody's week been?
Long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not over yet.
No. Hey, Coop's in early. I haven't talked to Coop in a while, man. I got to get online and get with my boy. I don't want him to think I'm neglecting him, because I'm not. I promise. So.
He was too busy finishing Odyssey.
Right. Yeah. Is anyone echoing tonight? That's what I need him to tell me. Because I fidgeted. I think I found one of the possible echo. One of the echo issues. So it just depends on if it's working or not. So, well, you know what? We'll start with you, Chris, since you're the one who I had to adjust. So, how's your week been?
It's been a long week at work. We're busy. I gotta go to work tomorrow. Get a little bit of OT. That OT that I'm forced to do, like so many developers do nowadays. So I played a little bit of Forza Horizon 4, and but I'm ready to play Red Dead Redemption. So I went to kind of look into that on the GameStop. Try to see what I kind of did. The 576 bundle. I didn't like what the deal they were giving me at the time. I was being real picky, so I just walked out. I didn't come home with anything. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But
all right.
I want to play Red Dead Redemption on X though. So it's gonna happen.
Oh, mine should be downloading at some point. I went ahead and pulled the trigger on it.
Is the pre-patch or post-patch?
Oh God!
Yeah.
Right,
80 gigs or 106?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like yeah.
Oh man. Now,
when you think you got it all, then there's a patch. It's so good though.
Well, speaking of which, you finally got your X back, Peter.
I have my X back for this week.
Wait a minute.
After the show, that is. I turned it on and there were like 40 patches and a system update, so that was such a nice surprise. I turned it on and there were like 40.
Man, I don't know why. For some weird reason, you were silent. So say that one more time. Start from the beginning, because it didn't hear half of what you just said.
Dang.
I know.
Coop, can you hear me? Hello. And the thing is, like 20 seconds later, you hear like,
yeah. All right, now I got you. I don't know.
You get me?
I think what I'm going to do is send an email to XSplit, because there's got to be a reason. We can't be the only ones who have moved to Skype 8 and have had consistent issues with the audio like this. It can't be just us, unless we're the trendsetters.
Well, maybe. the bleeding edge right here.
Right.
But Coop says he can't hear me. So yeah, I finally was able to turn my X back on, because I'm having bathroom remodel done, and that's adjacent to my room where my X is. So it's like all turned off and wrapped in plastic and just trying to keep it dust free. And today the guy had a day off, and so the dust could settle. I was able to clean it up, shake out the plastics. I was able to turn on my Xbox One X, and there were 46 patches and a system update. So I let it marinate, should be ready by now. And hopefully after the show I can check out some Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, because
looking forward.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Because you of all three of us have gotten at least a little bit of playtime with it. Mine should be downloaded.
Just like this much. I fired it up on the OG Xbox, and I just started the little intro, and you just get on your horse, and it's kind of like a little tutorial, and that's when I stopped. It's like, okay, I need to stop. I want to. A, it was late, and B, I really wanted to play it on the X. So.
All right. Well, maybe we'll have to talk about that another time.
Yeah.
It's the only problem.
So everybody, thanks for watching.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, it's the problem is the damn game launched today. So
yeah,
unless you have no job and can afford to just stay home and play all day, you don't have the. It's going to be after the show, in which hopefully I'll be able to even touch it. So now
right.
I'm excited because, the Xbox One X is supposed to be the premier version of this game, and I have a 4K TV now. So now I am dying to see what this looks like, since this is being heralded as one of the best looking games of the generation. I mean, have you seen the review scores for this damn game?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's if it's an actual, truly a good, if they truly score this correctly, then and from what we've heard, it is what it is. Yeah,
it's an awesome game. Just the whole, the graphics, the story, the whole. Little details in this game.
Well, and that's what I'm looking forward to seeing is, this thing is, this could very well wrap up Game Awards very quickly if it's everything that.
Right.
So I'm assuming
it's kind of fun.
No, you gave this one to me.
No, I didn't
Mike. Give it to you.
Sorry.
You know what? I'm ungiving it. Seriously, I want it back. Bring it Sunday.
I'm assuming that.
Yeah.
Doom has played it.
Love you.
So.
Love you.
Yeah, I think it's also a little ironic that it's a third-party game that harnesses the power of both, the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, and it's like the best looking game and the best,
What is Rockstar?
Game. As for a third party, I mean, sure, it's Rockstar, but you would expect first of all, you expect first party games to look the best because
right.
It's written dedicated for this particular platform. They know all the ins and outs, or they should know all the ins and outs. So first party should look the best, and but that's not always the case. Seems to be more the case on the, in my opinion, on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have high fidelity games than on the Xbox.
Well, they've got high fidelity developers. I mean, let's
right. I mean, sure, that's true. I mean, they invested in their first party studios, and they have been for a long time, and they now they harvesting their own.
They got Naughty Dog.
Mm-hmm.
And that right there, I mean, but what's amazing about this, and we haven't played it yet, but from what people are saying, is this is game footage. This isn't BS.
No.
These aren't CG bullshots. This is what it looks like. And
right. And I'm glad it's in engine, because how many times have you seen where I've seen it where the game looks really good, and then you have those cutscenes that are rendered, and they don't even look that good.
They don't even look that good.
Right, which is amazing. They should look better,
right,
or the same. So I rather have them being in engine, and then you can have those nice transitions from cutscene to actual gameplay.
Yeah, And the amount of perfect scores that this game has gotten. I mean, I want to just going through, just going through Metacritic. Giant Bomb, 100%. Digital Spy, 100. Just going through the big ones, not even the small. Easy Allies, 100.
It's almost faster to say who didn't give it
right.
100.
Game Informer, 100. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find just the IGN, 100. Game score. And they don't, Dual Shockers, perfect score. EGM, perfect score. And even in the 90s, GamePro is in the 90s. Destructoid, 95. This is. I don't think it got. I think it got 170, and that's by somebody who probably just doesn't know video games at all. So, these are. This game is what is, but it's as advertised. I mean, Matthew Jones.
Yeah, Magic.
Money Matt, who is absolutely welcome in our chat room always. Even GameSpot gave it a 90. I mean, come on. But look at it. Freaking look at it.
Yeah.
Now, you did say, so did you played it on your base X for a minute?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was late, and I'm having I don't know how big my TV is, 50 inch or whatever, and 10 feet distance, 1080p. I mean, it still looks fantastic. The thing is, sure, if you compare with X footage, even on a 1080p downsampled, I mean, it will look better, but it still looks mighty fine.
Well, let's say, does it look better than GTA 5 on the OG Xbox?
I don't know. I haven't played it that much to see different scenery and stuff. I saw a bunch of snow, and I saw horses.
I've seen pictures.
I did not see balls, so they either shrunk or they were.
Yeah.
Doom, I'm going to try to fire it up after the show. Our show's not going to be terribly long because there's not. I mean, this is the big news of the week, but there's a little bit of other stuff going on. But there's so I'm going to be firing this up. I'm assuming it's downloading my Xbox, and if not,
you're going to let out a little scream.
Yeah. So I'm also curious to see. So I haven't heard much about the sound in this, and whether or not this is one of those games that uses Dolby Atmos or not. Because I've got a new headset, and I'm hoping that it works with it.
Yeah.
So, I got the new Turtle. Well, it's not new, but I got the Turtle Beach Stealth 600. It's pretty damn nice.
Ah, nice.
So
yeah.
But Jeff says,
does this game have is it Dolby Atmos enabled?
That's what I'm wondering. I'm gonna try to look it up while we're talking. That's what I'm hoping for, because I'll tell you, in the right games, Atmos is really nice.
Yeah.
One of the let's see. Does not. Oh wait, AV Forums says it might be. AV Forums is typically pretty good. I will say this. One of the games I've gone back and played this week, and extensively, I've put probably good 4 or 5 hours into, while you guys are playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I'm going back and playing Assassin's Creed Origins, which, by the way, is still a flippin' phenomenal game. I had forgotten how good that game is as an Assassin's Creed game. Inferno, what's up, man? Inferno is saying the game is not native Atmos. Well, that sucks. You would
All
think,
right, not a perfect 10. Not
Yeah.
a perfect 100.
Exactly.
Oh.
You would think by now that all games would be, you know, that's what gets me. You would think by now all games would just have it. So now, apparently, if I turn on the Windows Sonic surround option, it will still enhance the game a bit. So I'll try that. So, yeah, our Origins still holds up for me even a year later, and I'm having fun with it. I'll tell you the other game that I went back and was playing a bit of, just because I wanted to test the sound in the headset, and just ended up playing like a couple hours of it. Was Burnout Paradise Remastered, because it's in the vault.
Nice.
Well, it's now in the EA vault, so now I don't have to pay for it. So
yeah. I mean, we knew it was coming.
Yeah.
So I just held off buying it.
Well, now you can get it, and it's. I don't. Did you play the remaster?
I've played it when it had a free trial.
Okay, it's great. So,
Yeah.
and Coop, I know Odyssey. I know you love Odyssey. So it's. My goal is to play this. I still want to get Spider-Man, but given the hype on this game, got me. I was all set to get Spider-Man, and then the hype on this game got me. So I'm thinking that I could get Spider-Man on sale soon, and I'll be able to play that.
Black Friday.
Yeah, or something like that, and then by that time I'll have gotten a bit of fill on this. So
Yeah.
Yeah, so definitely you can see the excitement everywhere on this game. When I went to GameStop, I saw a gentleman buying a PS4 Pro and also getting a copy of Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm not sure if they were having the same special. You get $100 off maybe a PS4 Pro also, like they were with the X's. I don't know if I saw that.
Yeah.
I thought the X.
The guy behind me, huh?
I thought the
I know
X.
I saw it with the X.
Oh, did you?
On
Okay,
X.
because I thought that was a Microsoft Store only thing, but I guess not.
No, it's all over the place. I think
it's
even Best Buy,
Best
Amazon,
Buy,
Newegg, I don't know. You name it. I think they all match the same thing.
The guy behind me was getting Red Dead Redemption. I was trying to wheel and deal. Very stingy. But even at work, talking to a coworker, I just found out he's a gamer. So he's on a PS4, and I said, "So what are you playing?" He said, "Well," he goes, "I'm thinking about getting Red Dead Redemption tonight." Really? So we started talking. So still meeting some new coworkers. So
Nice.
So I got a fellow gamer with me, and I told him about the podcast and all that. So he's
very nice.
interested
Thank
in so if he jumps in or not.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption brings people out. It's like Jago. Who was it that was showing the picture of people in line to go get this game? And it's been a while since you've seen people in a line waiting to go get on launch night, midnight, right? But Red Dead Redemption, Rockstar has those games that just do that. They bring people out. So they got people want to get out there and get that physical copy.
I mean, they build hype,
Yeah. So
something's coming out, and they let people wait for forever before they show anything, and then they finally show something, and then it's out pretty soon after.
yeah. So yes, yep, that time. So I can see. I know this is game of the year for a lot of people. It's funny how we go through the year, and it's like, Monster Hunter World's game of the year, and then God of the War comes out. That's game of the year. It's funny how it just keeps passing.
Right.
But I've been joking around lately, and I'd said don't be surprised if Fortnite wins game of the year, just like Overwatch did, because
probably does.
but the thing is, depends on how the voting goes this time. Because who thought Overwatch was going to win, right?
Yeah.
But if you look at Fortnite is so much bigger than Overwatch was. You got kids dressing up as Fortnite characters. My nephew is going to dress up as a character, the hamburger, whatever it is that's called, right? My buddy at work, the one I was telling you about, he bought the blow up the bus.
Really?
You know, there's a blow up on that. He's going to put that in his front yard. I'm telling you, Fortnite is everywhere. Do not be surprised if that stupid game wins.
The game is not dying. That's for sure.
It's not dying.
But
did you like a tweet from Elon Musk or whatever his name is?
Yeah. Well, I showed that last week. He said I bought it and shut it down.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know though. The only reason I'm not sure about a game of the year is because of a game like this. Because this is now.
No, I understand.
Yeah.
Well, Overwatch won when you had Horizon Zero Dawn.
But Overwatch was but it was also a multi-plat Overwatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Doomhammer's saying Fortnite came out in 2017. Is that?
Wait, 2017.
That's what
Yeah, but not the Battle Royale. I thought the Battle Royale came out this year. Did it not? At the beginning of the year?
No,
right
both game modes were released in 2017 as early access titles.
Yeah,
right.
December?
Yeah,
who knows?
It
depends how they.
Yeah, so he's right. It can't win. Want.
Wait.
Well, there's like, but it's early access, so it cannot.
Right.
But then didn't PUBG in early access?
Yes, it did.
So you can't have it both ways.
I see.
So
Fortnite came out in early access.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, if you look, the Battle Royale mode is still it still says beta on it. It honestly, like, I was just watching Jacob play it earlier today, and when he one of the splash screens, it still says beta. So I don't know what it's they're in no rush to remove that game. So
hey, Doomhammer, I don't want it to win. I'm just saying, don't be surprised.
No, I think he's right. I think it's too late.
All over the damn place. Well,
it's gonna win best. It's gonna win best sports game.
If it came out last year after the Game Awards from last year, it could still qualify.
Who knows?
No. But I think this is the game.
I personally do not care who wins or whatever. I know what I like, and I play what I like.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I talk about what I like.
Oh, yeah.
Hell of a year, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah, fantastic year for games. My goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has.
And see, if you don't finish a game, but you've played it, is that considered taken out of your backlog, or is it still there? Or is that a secondary backlog? Yeah.
Right, the backlog of the backlog.
Backlog of the backlog.
Right. So this is a game that hopefully I will have ready to go when we're done.
And I pre-ordered it in the first couple of days that it came out, so I got a treasure map with whatever that means.
Even one of my
treasure.
So I have. It's really funny because even one of my employees, he's so I have my IT firm. I have a service desk, and part of my service desk is overseas in the Philippines. So they're like 12 hours ahead of us, and one of the guys that does my overnight shift, he's technically coming on in about an hour. Him and I were talking about games yesterday, and then he emailed me this morning. He had gotten it, and he's got it for his base PS4. And he was showing me pictures of the box, and he was like, "I'm all ready to go." I said, "Yeah, but you got to work first." And he said, "Damn."
And then he called us sick.
Right. Right.
Oh, by the way. A headache is coming up.
Right. So, nobody is looking at the screen. Are we just in the chat? Nobody's actually watching it. Nobody's actually looking at the screen. I found this today on Twitter. Brandon Murphy. I thought this was hilarious.
Shooting cat was shooting.
From the makers of Steely Wheelie Automobile.
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought that was cute. So, so anyway, so that is that's what's going on with Red Dead. It's the big release. It's guaranteed to win NPD for October. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have that too, so we can talk about that real quick. This really is going to be a short show. So,
do you think Red Dead Redemption 2 would beat Black Ops 4?
Yes.
for
It'd be a close one for
Game of the Year sales?
No, for October.
Oh, for October?
Yeah.
That's a good. Well, when does it end? Is it like October 31st, or is it like November, 4th or whatever? I don't think there's a perfect alignment.
No,
of
it's
that
I think
month.
it's going to end the 3rd. I think it goes to the 3rd because there's technically 5 weeks in this month. The 31st is Wednesday, so I think it calculates it for the week. So I think it's going to go to the 3rd.
That'd be interesting.
Well, I know more people have Red Dead than Call of Duty, so.
Yeah,
so
but
it's any indication.
They did big numbers too at launch.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Black Ops 4 also has the advantage of having a PC version.
True.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep an eye on. But I don't know. I do know that Activision did say that this was the largest release of the game. Like their opening sales is 500 million.
Yeah.
What do you think
but they don't
Red Dead's gonna do?
Think it could do that. I mean, it does.
They're definitely capable. I mean, the excitement's there, so.
Well, we'll find out next month, right?
Yeah. Now.
So, hey, Black Ops 4, Activision, say goodbye. After making all the money, say goodbye to campaigns.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm worried about it.
Now, it did say they did say that this broke digital sales on both the Xbox and PlayStation store. So there's that, but it's not doing crazy physical numbers. In fact, the physical sales in the UK are the lowest for a game like this in 11 years. So it's possible that it's dropping, but I don't know.
Or people get so used to digital sales because it's an online game, right?
Yeah.
So you have to be online. So might as well get digital.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It did fall behind. I am reading that it did fall behind Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3's opening 3-day sales was 550 million. So Black Ops 4 was 50 mil behind.
That's the 50 million that wanted that campaign.
That's right. So, but the
we'll
difference
see.
is
Maybe it's a slow, what they're called, slow burn.
Slow burn. Well, you notice,
or slower burn.
You notice that for the first time in a while, Call of Duty is not on this list, unless I'm missing it, and I'm just blind. Call of Duty isn't there.
Yeah, but maybe it got released like.
I'm just saying that it's possible that in preparation for Black Ops 4, World War II has finally dropped off the map, and usually it doesn't. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, Now, looking at the chart from this month, getting on to this, number one is the obvious, Spider-Man.
Yeah. No surprise there.
No. However, what was very impressive about this was how well it did. Because remember, MPD, it's not about unit sales anymore. It's about dollars. It's about dollar numbers.
Yeah.
So it not only was the best game of September, it's one of the best. Let's see, it sits 7th all-time, biggest launch on PlayStation. Better than any Spider-Man game in history. In fact, launch month sales were 37% higher than every other Spider-Man game's launch months combined. September's highest launch month dollar sales for any exclusive in PlayStation history. And the third best selling game of 2018.
The third best?
Third best. That is...
I'm sure one of them is probably Far Cry 5, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's the other one.
Right.
God of War? Oh, no, Spider-Man beat out God of War.
Yep, Spider-Man beat out God of War. It now sits as the highest launch month dollar sales for any exclusive in PlayStation history. Now, dollar sales.
It's impressive.
Yeah, it had to have also hit. Like I said, it's 7th biggest all-time launch on PlayStation platforms.
Yeah.
So
that's no surprise.
Yes, that's why
Spider-Man.
Guys, I don't know. Right,
Or Biden.
I don't know why. Yeah, Black Ops 4 won't be till next month. We were bringing that up because it's going up against Red Dead, not because we expect it to be here. So yeah, this is look at Insomniac, man. This is huge for them. Huge for them.
Yeah.
So this is, and I haven't played it yet. That's the killer part. I haven't. The sales don't include me because I didn't get it yet. So I'm looking forward to.
And I'm glad that Sony got with Insomniac to do this. I'm sure, Sunset Overdrive was great. Great game. Just just a shame how that turned out. Just a bad launch window and, just early in the gen. So,
Yeah.
But being a new IP too. But yeah.
Right. Well, yeah, and everybody identifies with Spider-Man. It's
Absolutely.
it's very iconic. So this is the battle have won.
That was the best studio to do this game. Definitely.
Turns out you're right. So, so there's your number one game. There's no, I don't think anybody expected otherwise, right? I wouldn't have expected otherwise. So, going down the list, so some good games this month, and a couple of surprises, if I'm being honest. So the NBA 2K19 train keeps running, and this shows you I'll tell you, man, this shows you the power of that franchise, of the NBA 2K franchise, and how I just think EA needs to just give up because they're never going to touch Visual Concepts with this. So, and you know what? Kudos.
But maybe that's why 2K19 is, the series is so good because they still have competition. So if there's no competition, they might start slacking.
This is true, but last year they didn't have competition, and they were still one of the best.
Well, yeah,
they
thought they were competition.
Right,
yeah,
and
pool, right?
Right, they scrapped.
Or
Well, they scrapped or whatever. But the testament to that series, and the testament to Visual Concepts. Because remember, NBA 2K started out as a franchise on what console?
I know, it was not the Commodore 64.
No, it was not. It was the greatest console ever created, and Chris had it right.
Super. I'm gonna say Super Nintendo.
No.
Yeah.
But you had it the first time. It was the.
We need an NFL 2K.
We need yes, we do.
We need something to compete with.
And if not,
Madden.
Bring back the All-Star game. That was pretty damn cool. I got a bad rap on it, but I tell you what, that game was better than Madden.
Yeah.
Like I said, it goes back to how strong that game is. Seriously. So, and how strong that franchise is, and how strong that developer is. So, third place is Coop's game of September, Assassin's Creed.
Yep.
God, I'm
fantastic game.
I'm ignoring your SNES stuff. Assassin's Creed, yeah. Can we? I guess in this trend, can we say the series is back?
I don't think the series was never not back, but it's a very strong one. Okay. Assassin's Creed 3 sucked. Okay. Yes. There you have it.
3 sucked.
But anything after that, it got like better and better and better and better and better.
Unity? I thought Unity sucked. I thought that was... And Brotherhood.
No. It was a bad launch because they're doing the co-op deal. You know, they just struggled with that.
Yeah. They should have never done the co-op. I don't know. It's silly.
Yeah, they should have.
Just focus on what they're good at.
Right.
If they can just completely get rid of the whole Animus thing, it would even be better.
But the time off did them right. So, from what I see, Origin and Odyssey, both beautiful, fun games that you guys have enjoyed. So
I want to know, just real quick, I want to know, have in either of these games, have any of you gone out of the Animus yet? Do you even have?
Yeah, I mean, you're being forced. You're being forced to play those scenes.
Okay, because in Odyssey, or not in Odyssey, in Origins, I'm not sure I remember, other than getting out myself.
Yeah. No, yeah, I think maybe you could go back yourself. I don't know. I never did because I hated it, and then I was being forced, and I don't know. I think that ship has sailed off the whole,
Yeah, he's saying.
A background thing. It's like,
adjusting my.
Should have been like a little side note for people, who haven't played an Assassin's Creed game before.
Right. Hey, Siberia, what's up, man? All right, so fourth is FIFA 19, another game that is kicking.
Another game that comes to the vault a little later next year.
No pun intended.
Right. Kicking. Nice. Very nice. Shadow of the Tomb Raider hits number 5. You know what? Happy to see that, especially up against Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Remember how that game was going to get wiped out by Spider-Man? Why would you launch around that time? Looks like it held its own.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 5 was good.
I'm sure. Considering, I'm sure Square will take it.
Yeah.
Then Madden 19 still kicking strong. So, and then finally. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say that Madden normally does, just like NBA this time of year.
Yeah.
Always.
I mean, what competition is there? None.
There's none.
Nope.
There's none. So
at least with FIFA, you still have PAS.
Yeah, you do. But nobody really talks much about that game. Even though it's it's in Game Pass.
Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah, or as it's called over in Europe,
I think 11. It's not as maybe it's not as popular, at least down here. Maybe.
I think just because EA's got the FIFA license, and
well, yeah, true.
Because there have been years where Pro Evolution has been the better playing game. But FIFA's always had the kind of the pomp, and it had the story mode. And I don't know if this
marketing,
that all the kind of thing. So and now
I
they're
don't know. Are people playing that story mode?
No
I'm
idea.
curious.
No idea.
Maybe.
No idea. So
Woody was here, we'd have some, but
true.
not around.
So
Yeah. Now he plays FIFA.
yeah, true.
FIFA 18, I think.
That's right. He does.
But he's he streams it too. He's religious FIFA player.
And there's a lot of them, which is why this game is still number 4 on the list.
Mm-hmm.
It usually tops. It's one of the top selling games when it launches in the UK, ain't it?
It very much is.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's like, for most Europe, I mean, that's, the sport.
Yeah.
What NFL is here is, soccer down there. Or I should say football. But
right.
football in all countries is number 1. It's just different
Type of football.
different kind of football. But yeah, let's talk about number 7.
Yes. So
Forza Horizon 4.
yeah.
Which is remarkable in 2 points, right? I mean, it's the first one is it got launched late September for the Ultimate Edition, so it's remarkable. And 2, it's in the in Game Pass. So and those sales are not included in this number.
Right. And 3, Forza Horizon 4 is Forza Horizon's finally in the top 10 of an MPD. I can't remember. I don't think 3 was.
I don't know.
I have to go back and look. But somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, but Forza games don't typically, racing games in general don't typically do well here. They do well over in the UK. They're always up on the UK charts, but it's hard. Yeah. It's hard here. Like for those kind of sales. Like I do remember when they were talking about, Microsoft doesn't say anything much about sales, but they do say, that they had like 2 million players in the first week or something crazy like that, and
right.
Now, what MPD is saying is that Forza Horizon sales are, let's see, in a span of 13 years, Forza Horizon has the best launch in this franchise history. It's the best launching game. So with the highest number of sales. Or the highest,
right.
Money amount of sales. It also is the biggest launch of a racing game on Xbox, considering that you had Motorsport 5, Motorsport 6, Motorsport 7, Horizon 3, 2 Project Cars, that Alcio Corsetta.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Dirt, right, and the Dirt series, which in and of itself is really good series. So,
what was that other series? Something that starts with an S, I think. Go what it's called. I'll look at my library. It's not called Swift, but Getting old.
But he was in the chat. He would know. I was playing that Red Dead Redemption.
Shift. Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't that a backwards compatible game, or was that?
Oh, I don't know.
Was that something that was?
I don't think we have that on the current gen.
Yeah, I don't think so. But the fact that you're right. I mean, it's in Game Pass, and even in Game Pass, it still manages to sell.
Right. I think it contains a lot of Ultimate Editions. Because this is dollar amount, right? So it's like 100 pop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm from understanding, that this is mainly because of the Ultimate Edition.
Yeah. It has to be because it's September. Yeah. The other one, I mean, it's... Yeah. I don't know when the cutoff was. So, but yeah, I mean,
October
still.
2nd
Well,
was
no,
when it, released
right.
standard
well,
edition.
no,
so,
hold on. Horizon released on October 2nd.
Yeah, so it might have still counted that day.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because I remember when it came out. Because I couldn't get it when it came right out because I was not home or something like that. I had to wait 2 days. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but very, very good showing. Very good showing. So, now.
So once again, another Game Pass game is doing, makes its mark in the top 10.
Yep.
Yeah. Nope,
Yeah.
has not affected sales.
Has not affected sales. It
of
appears.
Xbox first party. No.
No, it hasn't.
And plus, like me, I played in Game Pass, but I did buy another copy that we gave away.
True.
But
See, you contributed right there.
You did.
And because I'm in Game Pass, I will be buying the DLC because I can save money.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one where.
Yeah, I did not know they would sell the ultimate add-on.
Yeah.
Which is fantastic.
It is cool.
I kind of maybe if I knew they would do that, I might not have bought the Ultimate Edition, but who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, I mean, it's a great title. No regrets.
Nope.
Hi, Max.
So
No regrets.
no. So why is Destiny 2 back?
Forsaken DLC,
Yeah.
Ah,
and that's been pretty popular among the Destiny faithful.
Right. I don't think it's. Yeah. I don't think anyone in my very close, one of my very close friends have purchased that DLC.
I don't know anybody who. Yeah, I don't know anybody.
I think it's like people who are still playing Destiny. They bought that DLC.
Well, I guess it's kind of like. Yeah, but
you kind of probably have to. If you want to keep on playing it, you will probably have to buy the,
right. But this
editions.
this isn't DLC sales. This is base game sales.
Yeah, true.
So I wonder. Oh, Coop said they've dropped the price. So maybe people who hadn't jumped in are thinking of this like
Now
Taken
jump
King.
in.
Right.
Right.
They're thinking of.
Didn't
it
they
like
also
the
have
Taken
that now you can?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was free on the PlayStation.
It
One month.
was.
Oh, right. It was a PS Plus for. But
Right.
So that makes.
Does that
us-
include a sale?
I know.
No, that doesn't include. That doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that would.
Yeah.
That would be It's hard to.
And
find
people
us
probably
a sale.
who sold their Destiny after 1, and they went back and bought it for Forsaken.
Could be.
That
Maybe
could
it's
be.
the same as the GTA effect.
Yeah.
Don't know. Interesting.
All right.
Number 9, Super Mario Party.
Yeah.
I only know one person who has that. That's a crazy one.
Does he like it?
He says it's not the best party one, but he enjoys it. He plays it with his wife.
That's the important part. If you
Exactly.
if you can get people to play it. I remember getting my wife and a couple of friends of mine way back in the old Dreamcast days to play a ridiculously stupid game called South Park Chef's Love Shack, which was a party game. Because back then, once Mario Party came out, everybody wanted to do one. So,
Right.
hey, if you get people that want to play it, and you can get people to then it works. And apparently, enough people did to get it as number 9. So, what's up, Stinking Corpse?
Stinking Corpse.
Brother Man. Number 10, NHL 19. Nothing to say about that.
Yeah, it's like it's some
Another sports game.
Hockey's over, so I'm surprised that's over there.
Well, now
September.
second season.
Huh, I guess so.
Number 11, Dragon Quest 11. Number 12, WWE 2K19. Number 13.
Yeah, GTA.
Yeah.
You think next month it's going to drop off?
No.
Nah.
Nah.
We have two Rockstar games in the MBD.
Yep. Steely Wheelie Automobile. That's going to be there forever. I'm calling it that from now on because that is the greatest. That is the greatest name I've ever heard for it. Number 18. Number 14 is Mario Kart 8. Still hanging tough.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. I guess if you're still buying a Switch, then you're buying Mario Kart 8. Right. That's a title you buy when you buy it. So, wise words from Stinger. If you're gonna buy the game, you buy the game.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker. I don't know anything about it. Sorry.
I mean, yeah.
So, rolling up on 16. Still, excuse me. I'm sorry. Still hanging in there is Rainbow Six Siege. It's another one that I tell you, it's
the game keeps on trucking.
Yep. Ubisoft has got to be happy with where they are, man. They're coming up on EA power territory. I mean, think about it.
Sorry.
That's all right. Think about how strong I mean, just for a second with Ubisoft, how strong are their franchises overall? I mean, they can absorb every once in a while getting, like a kind of a mediocre, like that downhill snowboarding game they had.
Steep.
Yeah.
Because they've got
like when what was it? Watchdog. The flack they got for that.
Mm-hmm.
But
that game still sold well.
Yeah.
I mean,
but to me, they've been the best publisher this gen. To me, I played quite a few of their games this gen.
I can't. Yeah, it's hard to disagree. I mean, Activision really only has 2 franchises now. Ubisoft has filled that void, and they've fixed, they fixed some of the issues with the Assassin's Creed that we were just talking about from 3 up. They have Rainbow Six Siege that's still kicking strong. I still don't know what's up with Ghost Recon. I'm just surprised they don't see that here. Which reminds me, I got to go back and play that some more with my 4K TV.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that one was a 4-player co-op, and they did support it with a couple of, with the, the Splinter Cell. And what was the other one with the Predator?
Right.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, it didn't. Nothing like Rainbow Six Siege. It just has that following.
Right.
Online multiplayer, so. I mean, you don't need to Fallout 5 here.
It's like it has a following, and people keep playing that, and that's all they do.
But
it's not selling.
But you still have Assassin Odyssey here.
Yep.
So I mean, like you said, Ubisoft, they've had Far Cry 5, they have Odyssey, and
they're getting ready to show. They're getting ready to show Just Cause 4.
Oh yeah,
you're publishing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's Ubisoft, isn't it? Hold on. Hold on.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
It is.
It's Square Enix. I'm sorry.
Square, yeah.
Sorry.
But Division 2 is right around the corner.
Yep.
They start again next year. But I was gonna say earlier, we're not getting an Assassin's Creed game next year, from what I've heard.
Right.
So, looks like they're gonna take another year off, and I could see them doing this going forward. Take a year off, upgrade that engine. Supposedly these next iteration, next gen consoles, whatever you want to call them, are coming around soon. So I think they're gearing up for that, for the next Assassin's Creed. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super Mario Odyssey. Oh, I'm sorry. I skipped 17. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy, which has been... So this is... I want to see the split. I typically don't care. I want to see the split on this one. Is this Steam's... Or not Steam sales. Is this Switch sales? Or is this Xbox sales? Because it sure as hell in PS4 sales. That ship is long sailed. I want to know. I want to know who's buying Crash Bandicoot, because it's been on MPD for some months now.
Yeah, true.
So maybe people are getting it when they get a Switch. Maybe it's another one of the the just titles you pick up.
Right.
So, and then let's see, 18 and 19. Super Mario Odyssey and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. No. Kicking strong.
As long as people buying Switches, those games are going to get bought.
Yeah.
Yep. And making its comeback, Minecraft has returned to the MPD top 20.
Why has it? Did it leave?
Yeah, it hasn't been there consistently.
Oh, okay.
It hasn't been there like Grand Theft Auto has.
Well, yeah.
So I don't know if there's new content or something that's broken out for it. Just don't know. So
yeah, I don't think. I mean, I think there is a story coming, but don't know when. I don't pay attention to the Minecon stuff.
yeah, I don't either.
Not my cup of tea.
Now that my
I mean, it's a cool game, but
well, my kids now, my
or
youngest.
Fortnite.
Well, my youngest two are on Roblox.
Yeah.
And Jacob is now on Fortnite. So, Minecraft has kind of.
Yeah. But I mean, Xbox was smart buying it so they can at least reap some of that. What's still there, the excitement that's still there. There's still a big, huge following, so they're still making a lot of money. So it'd be interesting to see what they do with that franchise going forward. Is there going to be a Minecraft 2?
I don't know.
If I was them, I would do something. I would do something like that.
I don't know.
I mean, you don't spend $2 billion. I'm sure they made their money back though.
Yeah. Oh, I would think in spades they probably have. That's got to be, that had to be one of their best acquisitions. Prior to any of the ones that we're, that we're gonna see. Which, by the way, just as a little aside, I saw a tweet today from Aaron Greenberg that he was out visiting with Ninja Theory. So sounds like they got some home fires cooking. So
It'll be interesting what comes out of there.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they bought these studios for nothing. These studios that have to, all studios have some kind of project.
Oh yeah.
Early. So I'm sure they go see these studios and they say, "Hey, this is what we got here and there." And, all right, that's good.
Yep, which is also why they bought them. So they obviously had something they liked, and it wasn't just Hellblade.
Yeah.
So.
Even like Compulsion, I was surprised on that one.
Yeah,
they must have something else there up their sleeves down the road that they, feel liked.
Right.
So.
I would think so, because We Happy Few kind of really fell off the map.
It did, but when it came out, I think it kind of got a little bump up because I was watching Invader streaming it, so it did get a little following there when it launched.
Yeah,
it did look pretty good, and that's one game I need to go back because I did buy it when it was in the.
I still need to play it too some more.
I have not. Yeah, because you got it from early access when they gave it to us.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't. I really hadn't. But I watched somebody stream it. I watched you stream it.
Yeah, you watched my.
Yeah.
We even featured it on the show.
We featured it on the show.
Fighting the ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I games like that. Like I said, they just kind of fizzled out, and it does make you wonder whether or not they had something else in the pipeline that they were showing Microsoft. They're like, all right, here's our next game, and they said, yeah, well, why don't you just come and make it with us, and we'll give you the, and we'll bring you in. So anyway, so that's your NPD numbers for September. And no surprise, next month will be a fun one to deal with.
Oh yeah.
So all right, so I only got one more thing, but it's honestly kind of a big thing for me, from a nostalgic standpoint, from a oh my God, I can't believe this is happening thing. So I'll turn it down in a second, but if you hadn't been following this and you don't know anything, if I say the words Tommy Tallarico, Dave Perry, and Intellivision to you, and you were Blue Sky Rangers, and you don't know what I'm talking about, you're not as old as me.
4K pixels.
Yeah.
That little guy was a lot of my youth, a lot of my childhood. You guys have seen.
When did this release?
1979.
Yeah, I was too poor. Gonna pull that.
Yeah.
I remember the first the game that came packed with the original Intellivision was Las Vegas Poker and Blackjack, and it had this goofy dealer in it. It had like these shifty eyes. He would like do this, and it's really funny. But it was a legit poker and blackjack game. And then I had games like Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, which was incredible at its time. Space Battle, Sea Battle. There were games that were 2 players. I have Pitfall for it. I have Donkey Kong for it. I'm actually looking at my collection now. I've got, the Atari 2600 had a game called Combat, right? It was 2 tanks. Well, Intellivision one-upped them with a game called Armor Battle. It was exactly like Combat, but it was better. Now here's I'm going to pause this for a second because some of the games. Let's see if they get. I might have missed it already. No DLC. If I missed it. So, the Intellivision really, at the time, going up against the Atari 2600, was just so much better. Here we go. So I'm going to pause this and we get a look.
The price wasn't that bad looking.
No. But I want you to see some of these. I mean, I had a ton of these. Some of my favorite games. There's one that's right next to the N in Intellivision. Tron Deadly Discs. Crazy good game. And believe it or not, to the right of that, the Electric Company put out two kind of like early learning games for kids. Math and math. I think it was hold on. Intellivision Math. What the hell was it called?
Abacus.
Hang on, I'm getting there. Math Fun and Word Fun. They had a horse racing game. They had bowling. They had just Night Stalker, which was a really cool kind of robot platformer. I mean, the games that they had were just incredible. I at the time, it was just nuts. And the fact that they're remaking them and then remaking Atari games, and these right here. Oh, I got to back this up a little bit. So, Magic had some also crazy good games. Atlantis was kind of like a Missile Command kind of game. You were in Atlantis underneath the water. You had planes that were trying to drop bombs on you, and you had 3 guns that you were trying to shoot them down from. And it was very reminiscent of Missile Command. Microsurgeon on the upper left corner. Beauty and the Beast, which was kind of sort of a little bit like Rampage. And Demon Attack, which was kind of sort of like Galaga and Galaxian. I mean, there was another game they had called Phoenix. These are games that I grew up with. Miner 2049er, which actually, believe it or not, on the Intellivision just released. They're still making Intellivision games, and this one just came out. So they're making that one. Burger Time, classic stuff. R-Type, 10-Yard Fight.
10-Yard Fight, I played that a lot.
Archon. So, yeah, I mean, this got my attention. Now, here's what really got my attention. So it's not just Tommy Tallarico, and anybody who knows anything about video game music knows who Tommy Tallarico is. If you've ever played Earthworm Jim, if you've ever played the Terminator Sega CD game, Disney's Aladdin, that's Tommy Tallarico. He had some incredible soundtracks, and then he, he's been going around. He's got a live music show called Video Games Live that they tour with, and then somehow he just decided to purchase the Intellivision brand. And then I saw as I was going, so I was like, all right, yeah, that's fine. Darren Kaplan, I remember a little bit. She was at Nintendo. Beth Lewin, which she worked in Nintendo, and I think I've met her once. And then we get to this guy, David frickin' Perry. So I don't even know where to begin. I just was like, you got to be kidding. First off, I said he's still alive. I was just kidding, but I mean, I played Cool Spot was such a cool series. Earthworm Jim is a classic. These are games, with Shiny Entertainment that he was responsible for. The Terminator, Aladdin. His name being attached to this was like, yeah, I'm in. Just done. And as we keep going through, I mean, these are folks that are heavy hitters from back in these days. Steve Roney, who co-founded the INTV. I mean, this is. If this thing is real as Mike Micah, I pray that this thing is as real as this video has hyped it up to be, because as an old guy, and I know this is 2 years out.
2020.
Yeah, it's 2 years out.
Yeah, that's the only thing that's disappointing.
Yes. But
So what's the overall goal on this? It's not going to be just the old games, right?
No.
No.
Are they going to be bringing in current?
It's going to be
indie games.
It's within this video. There's going to be new games,
but
only exclusive games, so not like
Yeah. So
and
back to here.
and not just not just cell phone ports.
Yeah.
No.
Games that are affordable, like less than $10 a game.
Yep.
And they're really geared towards having fun with the family. Everybody can pick it up, and there's not like crazy combos to learn, like an NBA 2K game. So it's
Oh, you can use your phone also?
Yeah.
Like you were saying?
as another input device.
All games are console exclusive, and they're
Oh, yeah,
all
this is
going to be
right,
right, all rated E or E10 plus. So their main competition that I'm not even sure it's competition. I think what they're shooting for is part of that Nintendo market. That
Nintendo Wii, the Wii one, where everybody was playing, simple.
Plus, it looks like they jumped ahead of Atari. Because remember, Atari had that.
Yep.
Here
we go.
Yeah, I don't know what the status is with that one.
We haven't heard anything
Yeah, games
since.
price. Oh yeah, see, less than $7.99.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's affordable.
They're probably going to be working with a lot of these, smaller developers.
Oh, absolutely.
No DLC or in-app purchases.
Yep.
So when you buy it, that's it.
That's it.
Granted.
Like the old days.
If they want to have DLC, they just add an increment there. This is Burger King 2.0, new game.
Well, I mean, going back to some of the games that they're going to remaster, I can't stress enough how good some of these were for the time. There were, I remember too, and you can find them on YouTube. There were commercials that were done by George Plimpton, which was so funny because the guy was not a video gamer by any stretch of the imagination, but they got him to do these commercials, and they put side by side the Atari 2600 and the Intellivision, like right next to each other. It's one of those times, it really was the first time anybody had done that. People go to the Genesis does what Nintendo don't, and that's all well and good, but that's not the first time it's ever been done. And that's what's funny about it is there's precedent for this. And in fact, I did happen to grab that. This is just because the nostalgia. You got to watch this. I'm gonna turn the sound up. You got to watch this.
I'll try almost anything. So when Mattel Electronics asked me to compare their Intellivision games with Atari, I gave it a try. I compared Atari baseball with Intellivision and found Intellivision played much more like real baseball. Then I compared Atari football with Intellivision. Again, Intellivision played more like the real game.
Played a lot of that.
In my opinion, if you try them both, there's only one conclusion you can come to. Intellivision from Mattel Electronics. I'll try almost anything.
Wait, sorry. Yep.
So when
I mean that's what happened back then. Is they got this guy who, I'm trying to remember what he was most famous for. He was a journalist, writer, literary editor, actor, and occasional amateur sportsman. So he was in Good Will Hunting. He was, he wrote a ton of books. So I mean, he was this, he was like this stuffy English guy, and they got him to doing television commercials. So I'm trying to find another one. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can grab this real quick, because these are just. It's one of those things where you it also brings back memories of my youth. One of the reasons that I'm really excited for this thing is for what they could do, and the fact that there's a good possibility I could play Burger Time again on my 4K TV.
Yeah.
So
aren't you afraid that the kids, they are now like such a spoiled brats, right? I mean, they grow up with Fortnite on their mobile devices.
Yeah. Oh no!
I mean, do you think this has any legs
for those kids? No.
2020.
No, but I don't think. But I don't think this is who they're targeting. I don't think they're targeting the Fortnite crowd.
Who they're targeting?
They are targeting
families.
Yep.
They're targeting families.
But they're targeting.
But families for what?
They're targeting my 4-year-old. When this thing's out, he'll be 6. They're targeting him.
Right.
Because I'm not letting my 6-year-old play Fortnite.
Because you're a smart parent. But how many smart parents are there?
I understand. I hope for that. Trust me.
I mean,
I understand.
really like this console, and I hope they're doing well. But I'm a little cautious.
Probably the majority of people that buy it's going to be the 35 to 55-year-olds.
I'm okay.
And maybe they are, because we grew up with with graphics that look like this, and we used our imagination, and we had a ton of fun.
Make the game appear three-dimensional.
And I'm wondering if the new youngsters are still, if it's more about fun, or it has to look a certain way, and otherwise it's not fun.
Asteroids left me rather flat.
You look at the difference between they had more color in their games than Atari did.
Oh, absolutely.
It looked better.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
Like I said, I was poor. I could not afford, multiple systems back then. So, I got the Atari. My dad, somehow, my grandfather had it, and I guess they decided, hey, give this to the boys. Okay, so we got a 2600, and that was probably around, I would say 82, 83 when we got the Atari. No, 82 maybe. I was in 3rd grade. I remember talking about it with friends at school. So kind of broke the ice first day of school.
Nice.
And then that one, the 10-yard fight. I remember that a lot. Played that a lot. I remember on the 2600, you could sit there on the back and you could put turbo, right? Remember how you can, one player 1 or 2? And there was a couple times I would trick my brother and put on turbo, so my players were always faster than his. Get all pissed off, so until he figured it out. But that game is the reason why I loved Super Tecmo Bowl, because of the side,
right?
Pretty much the same,
Yeah. No. Hey, real quick, just want to say hi to Jago. Jumped in.
Yeah.
And anybody who I missed?
Frankie jumped in.
Frankie jumped in.
Frankie. Yeah.
Wait, is he? Well, I'm looking in the staff. Oh, should be home in 20. We're gonna be done by then. Well, no, wait, he should be home. Hold on, let me see if he's online. We'll give him. We'll give this a try.
Oh.
Yeah, he's online. Hold on, let me see.
Oh.
Hold on.
And I'll be right back.
All right, while you're doing that, then we'll fit him up in the little corner here. Let's see if we can get him on.
We'll squeeze him in.
There he is.
Oh my goodness!
Hey. Look, and it didn't see, and adding him to the Skype call did not wreck the rest of the thing. So now all I got to do, I got to add him as a source. Now it's going to be a little bit of craziness while I add him, but there's it. And it even says Viper Strike. So I go like that, and I just move him to where I want to move him without wrecking the rest of the podcast. And then and what I might do,
just stick them over there.
I'll just stick you over. I'll just stick you over there for tonight. But what I might get you to do is I might get you to cut out before we officially end, because I want to see if you dropping out actually breaks the rest of the Skype call. I'm thinking that it's not going to. And I'm thinking that this, I'm thinking that this
what's going on, Frankie?
This is one of those times when Skype actually is much better. So how are you doing, Frankie?
All right, tired. I was supposed to be off work today, but I fucked that up. So
crunch.
Man, so tired.
So should I use an I or should I use the Y?
You do what you want. Technically, it doesn't matter.
I know. Well, technically it does matter. It's I don't want people trying to find you and go, wait, I can't find his name, and then you go, it's because Mike's retarded. So I want to spell it right. So there we go. So So what you been gaming up to?
Honestly, since I've been on last, I finished Spider-Man. I really love the story in that game. The side stuff is a little too much for me, though. Because I wanted the Platinum Trophy, because I'm an idiot. And there's just a lot of the side stuff is very, very repetitive. Some of it's kind of irritating. Like, Peter, I know you probably would be able to speak to this too, but doing the demon warehouses in particular, this irritates the shit out of me. So there are times I go in first wave, I could stealth take out everybody. But then the next wave comes in, and they just all of a sudden all know exactly where you are, and they're shooting at you, and it's like, why can't you just send the next wave in and have them just looking around like, dude, where is he? The first group didn't see me, why the hell the second people just know where I am? Drives me nuts. Yeah. But, no, I mean, just outside of that, just doing all the other tedious side stuff just after so long got really boring, and, I don't know. Yeah. If you just stick to the story, I think that game is fantastic. Okay.
That's why I got burned out on that game and haven't finished the story. I should just finish the story and have a good time, and then call it a day, and then it's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
Now it's an okay game.
Yeah. Well, plus now you have other stuff that's gonna need your time.
Oh my goodness.
But no, I mean it's just for me, I didn't play it every night. I maybe got a night or two in a week, and I would just play it for 5-6 hours and go to bed. But I don't know. Like I said, if you're a Spider-Man fan, check it out. The story is definitely worth digging into. Did not play the DLC. I meant to this week, but work's picking up. Christmas time's coming. All the stores are getting all their Black Friday stuff, so it's been busy. But outside of that, I got into comic books hilariously enough, after playing Spider-Man, because there's a Spider-Geddon series running, and they brought that Spider-Man into the actual Marvel universe. So I just was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get into comics. So I've got into Spider-Man, got a bunch, couple Batman things for DC. I have a whole list of crap, but yeah, that's what I've honestly been doing for pretty much the past month until last night when Red Dead came out. So, comic books.
How much reading? How much time have you put into Red Dead?
So far, 5.5 hours. I was up till 6 in the morning.
Wow.
Very nice. And?
Wow. Because I saw you coming online last night at midnight. There's Frankie.
Got home from work. I was like, can't wait. But so look, I hate Rockstar games. I've never gotten into them. I don't care about Grand Theft Auto.
Not a fan
except for Grand Theft Auto 2. I like old Grand Theft Auto. Dreamcast Grand Theft Auto is the only one that I've ever.
GTA 2.
Yeah,
where the stick rotated you and you had to use the right and left triggers to move.
Yeah, yeah, that's the one. Yep.
The original Steely Wheelie Automobile.
Used to run around trying to find the tank and just cause stupid destruction for pointless amounts of time. So that was a great time, but didn't follow Rockstar into the whole 3D thing. So, and then I don't know if I've talked about it on the show, but the first Red Dead Redemption, I remember when I picked it up, I was just kind of running around because at the time, like I played wrestling games and I just dabbled with other things here and there. Like I wasn't like a hardcore gamer, I would say. And so I get Red Dead and I'm just kind of running around figuring, oh, it's like Grand Theft Auto, just run around and do cowboy shit, whatever. And so, I'm just running around like, man, this would be great if I could find a horse. So that, I found a horse in a field, and they run away, and if you get too close to them, so I kind of crouched down, snuck up on them, and hopped on them. I'm sitting here for like 5 minutes, like doing the mini game to try to break the horse. Yeah. And so I finally got the horse. I'm like, God, this is dumb. So I stopped playing it, and then I went to work later that day, and we were talking about Red Dead, and I'm like, yeah, I don't get it. This game's stupid. And I was telling my horse story. My coworker's like, didn't you get the lasso? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, you gotta go talk to some character. They'll give you a lasso so you can break the horse and just hop on. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Yeah, great. Fuck this game. So didn't touch that again. So hopped into this one, and I love it. It's fun.
What's kind of cool with like single player games is like even within a party, you're just talking about the game while you're playing, and you learn so many things. Like for Odyssey, for instance, I was with Coop and Nate in a party, and we're talking, and then all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, do you know about this? Do you know about that? Oh no, and it's kind of, you learn the.
Frankie and Jago.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh, shiny red cover.
Yes.
Ah, man, so many fun.
Hold on, let me take it out of the. Because I know that's. Well, you know what? It's not going to be much better because it's shiny.
Yeah, loved that game.
Telling you, man. Back when you had actual manuals. Yeah. And in the manual,
I think you can get those for free on PC now.
Yeah, and you had actual controls, but that was crazy. In this game, the analog thumb pad literally rotated you. That's how you moved. You rotated, and then you used the either the buttons or the triggers. Hold on. The A button moved you forward, and the X button moved you back, and the stick rotated you. Exactly. So they basically took the driving controls, and they made it your walking control too. It was crazy.
Loved it though.
And
it made sense at the time.
Yep, completely two-dimensional.
What's funny is that I didn't get into GTA back then. But when GTA 3 came out, I was like, I just loved it.
Yeah.
And then going forward.
And then Vice City.
Vice City was good. Yeah. I liked Vice City.
Which was the hot coffee one?
Those are my
was Hot Coffee 3 or 4? I think Hot Coffee was 4.
Yeah. I think it was 4.
Yeah.
4 was good too. I prefer.
It was.
I think 4 was better than 5.
4, I
was because we're single,
I did enjoy
DLC. They had the single
DLC, Lost and Damned. Oh man, so good. That's just so fitting.
The Ballad of Gay Tony.
Gay Tony.
Yeah.
It's kind of a toss up between me, San Andreas, and Vice City.
San Andreas was good too. San Andreas.
Yeah, I didn't get too much. I mean, I never finished it. It's like it was okay.
It was an offshoot of 3. Like Vice City and San Andreas were it was almost like standalone 3 expansions.
Yeah.
Well, I think San Andreas was like a little bit more though.
Yeah, it was huge.
I think that was to me it was just more a successor of like those two 3 and Vice City.
You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess because they came in that 3, they were the ones between 3 and 4, and they weren't numbered. That's kind of what I was getting at. I think you're probably more accurate than I am here. No, but they were good. Vice City was good. The soundtracks were really good. I have somewhere. I'm gonna grab one more thing. Talk for a second. This is something neat I got from Rockstar. Hold on.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, like 3 and Vice City. I got that for the OG Xbox way back when.
I have those somewhere actually.
A double pack.
Yeah,
that got bundled.
I wanted a lot on eBay because I wanted Armed and Dangerous, and
Armed and Dangerous.
yeah, that game is cool. So I ended up winning that.
They need to make that on BC.
I know. I would love that.
I want to finish it because I never 100% finished it. I was stuck on one level. Probably now I could do it.
Yeah.
But,
with our superior gaming knowledge now.
Exactly. my well-trained thumbs.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the show. We're now at the show and tell portion of the podcast. Hey, I'm gonna put our.
Let me see if we can find mine.
Oh, look what you did.
So when I got the review copy of Vice City, they also sent the official soundtrack box set. So this was
Love Fist.
Yeah, this was what was on almost every radio station except for the except for the talk station.
I had that poster too, over there.
Nice.
Ooh, there it is.
There it is.
Nice.
There it is. Look at
There you
that.
go, Siberia beer.
Oh, look at that. Look at it.
Beautiful.
Oh. I don't have.
I think it came with a poster. Maybe they are inside.
I thought they did. Yeah.
They usually put them in with the instruction manuals, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Yeah, one side is a poster and the other side's a map.
Yeah, this is like, I don't know what this is. This 3, it looks like pretty tiny. I thought it was like a big poster. Maybe I took it out. It's probably somewhere.
Yeah, because I played 3 and Vice City on PS2. But I didn't finish Vice City on PS2 because at the time, ex-girlfriend's son took the memory card to a friend's house. And I was almost done with that game. I was in Vegas at the time in that game. So when that happened, I was like, all right, I'm done. I just didn't feel like going back to it. But when it came out on the 360, I played it again.
I wouldn't mind if these came BC. Probably never going to happen.
They aren't.
I know, I'm surprised.
With all the music and stuff, that makes it tough.
Right.
Yep.
Hey, talking about BC, game that came back for sale again is
Alan Wake.
Drumroll. Alan Wake.
Yeah, they renegotiated the music.
Music license fees and stuff. Yeah.
So,
I didn't even think about this until Sam posted about it, but I just thought it was great that Alan Wake came back the same day that Red Dead 2 came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Hey, Dirty J. Good to see you, man. Hey, thanks for stopping in.
Dirty J. Yeah, because didn't Alan Wake came out back in 2010 when Red Dead Redemption, right?
Same day as Red Dead.
Kind of like a nod. Wasn't recently? Wasn't somebody from Xbox over at Remedy talking to them?
Yeah, but I don't think that means anything at this point.
Maybe not, but maybe they had something to do with this or Alan Wake 2.
So that's what I'm. Well, so why else? I mean, yeah, the timing is kind of funny, but why else would they go through the trouble of putting Alan Wake back into the store and renegotiating the I mean, there wasn't that much of a outcry to have that game come back, unless there's maybe some new talks going on for Alan Wake 2, and this is kind of a wheel greaser.
Maybe.
I won't be surprised.
All November is coming up.
Phil is mending those fences with all these developers. So.
Right, and the XO1 show's coming.
If they want
we added another studio.
Obsidian.
Can you imagine?
Day one.
Obsidian. They might announce the Obsidian acquisition because they're, from what I've read, and I meant to bring this up last week. It sounds like Microsoft is close to buying them.
Right.
So
Yeah, we've seen like a one-sided letter of intent like months ago. We brought it up here on the show too.
right.
Probably just at Alan Wake TV.
Yeah,
That was announced.
Alan Wake TV.
Yeah.
So that might be.
That could be part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably more plausible than the other guesses.
Yeah.
They want me to buy a Scarlet on day one if they announce Alan Wake 2 as a launch title. That'll do it.
I could do
Can you
it.
imagine?
So, you know,
Anything is possible.
You know, the sad part of that X show, the new I said XO1, I meant what are they calling it?
XO18.
XO18, thank you. When it starts, it's on the 10th at 3 o'clock Central Time. I think it's Central Time, so it's going to be like 5 o'clock our time, something like that. I'm going to be 4 o'clock. Yeah, I've got. Oh, that's right, because it's in Mexico City. Yeah, that's call time for My Fair Lady. I am going to miss the freaking show.
You're gonna miss My Fair Lady. Because priorities.
Yeah.
You look pretty ill.
Yeah.
Just
Sorry.
thinking about it. Yeah.
No, I can't. I can't do that. I got 3 parts.
Dude, I
of
wish
this.
they would bring Max Payne back. Those should go BC too.
They
Yes,
really do.
They
So,
should.
well, the interesting thing is who, because Max Payne is not, Max Payne is Remedy, but the developer is, you got to get past the developer.
Rockstar owns it now, I think.
Yeah.
Or Take Two.
Right. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Just a whole IP, or just from 3 on?
So Rockstar owns.
Maybe.
I think Rockstar owns the IP now, but I think.
But it was developed, but it was developed by Remedy. So maybe it's just Rockstar that needs to.
Didn't Rockstar publish them too?
Yes, which is what I'm thinking.
That was when they were still independent before Take Two owned them.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, Max Payne, the first one. Oh my goodness, with the whole bullet time, and it was during the time of the Matrix. That was just like.
That was big
Well,
back then.
the second
It was.
one, the Fall of Max Payne, like when you were at the beginning of that game, when you were in the hospital, trying to.
Yeah, but it has a little less impact than the first one, though. The whole bullet time, that was like new.
Oh, absolutely. Which one was the one where you had the dream sequences where you're running around the halls of your house? Was that the first one or the second one?
This is the first
I think it
one.
was the second. Was it?
I
First?
thought it was the first
I thought it was the second one. I think it was the
The
second one.
whole family kind of.
God.
Because they were all because his
yeah,
family
piece
was
that
all
together.
dead. He couldn't save them.
Yeah.
And he kept having these
Right.
nightmares about trying to save his family.
Yeah. Siberia says it was one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that will be one.
Okay.
I'm confused with another one. I think 2 had some annoying pieces in it.
Now 2, like I
I
said,
can recall.
2 had that really good opening scene with you recovering in the hospital, and that was like
Right.
really slick. So, but I would love to have those games back.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if they're on the PlayStation 4 as those remastered ones, they should be able to make them backwards compatible on Xbox, right?
Yeah, they should. They
Yeah.
should.
Well, I'm trying to think. So Max Payne, well, yeah, Max Payne and Max Payne 2 were OG Xbox games, so there's no reason why they couldn't.
Right.
No reason why they couldn't.
Might as well make 3 backwards compatible while you're at it, you know?
Yeah, true. The whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
And then announce a fourth one.
And then
Yeah.
announce a 4th one. Now, right, based on the Mark Wahlberg movie.
Mm.
I don't know. 3 was okay. It was a little. I don't know. It was different than the first
Yeah.
2.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
you knew. That one just felt like it wasn't Remedy. Like you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
All right.
because it totally wasn't. That one
Yeah, it
was
was-
completely Rockstar.
Yeah.
Right.
And it felt like it.
So, and it wasn't it the one where was that the one where he was bald?
Yeah. It was in
Yeah.
Brazil,
With
I
a beard.
think. Yeah, shaved his head at the beginning of the game.
Yeah. He worked as a private security guy.
Yep, that's the one.
Wasn't it in Brazil or something?
Yeah. Yeah, Sao Paulo, I think.
Yeah. Because he started off in Jersey, and then he ended up somewhere in,
Yeah. Womp womp.
Yeah, the first two. This is why I bought an OG Xbox, is so I could still play. So I could still play these games when I want to.
The first one I got on PC first, and that was kind of cool because you had those mods, and then they had a mod for the Matrix bank scene.
Oh, right.
Do, the bullet time. Oh man, so good.
I should probably buy those.
I think even there was also like a one of the PC performance tests, graphics tests, and it was also like the bank scene from the Matrix using the Max Payne engine. That's awesome. Man, going back.
I know.
Memory lane.
Oh man. So since I hadn't played a lot of Red Dead 1, I'm not familiar with the controls. So, and I don't know if I'm the only one that did this, but like one of the first shootouts you get into, you're at this house waiting outside, and so we start the shootout, and I go to reload, and I'm hitting I'm hitting X, like, okay, cool, let's reload. My dude's like fucking diving everywhere.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that B was reload. So
yeah.
That was weird. But yeah, the only real gripe I think I have with Red Dead so far is you have like different camera options. So you have like your default third-person one that's kind of close, kind of a little similar to how Evil Within's camera is. It's kind of almost right behind you. I'm not a fan of that one, so I like the one that's a little bit further back. The first-person mode's cool, but I have to play this game in third person. First person is going to drive me nuts. But
in third person, you see much more of the environment as you're playing. It's like more.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can appreciate all the really cool effects, like watching the snow and all that stuff, and watching your horse take a dump. It's great. But every time something happens, like either a cutscene or anything, cinematic happens, it shifts back to the default camera after you've changed it. That drives me nuts.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It keeps shifting back over. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
That's probably a little oversight.
Yeah, I hope they fix that.
Yeah.
But,
now remind me, Frankie, did you get an X?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm playing it on.
And you have 4K.
Yes, but I'm playing it on my my 1080 because I don't feel like going out to the 4K. But it looks incredible in 1080p.
Oh, I'm sure, because you're super sampling, and you're still getting those textures.
Sample.
I'm in about 9 minutes. I figure I'm gonna go check and see if it's loaded. Otherwise, I'll just play some. I bought it. I succumbed.
You bought a game. I'm so proud of you.
It's been a while. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while. But
tomorrow will be a front page in the paper.
Well, it's after mid-November. I don't have any band gigs until March, so it's gonna be slim pickings. But
that's fine. This should last you until then.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So, but hey, thank goodness for
just
Game
get
Pass.
Odyssey on the cheap, and then you'll be It'll be October.
But you know what? I'm telling you, I have Origins to keep me busy until I can get Odyssey.
See? There you go.
I am still playing.
You'll be
Frankly, I'm
busy.
still playing Origins. I went back and started playing Origins again.
I mean, good.
It's a good.
I haven't finished Origins, and then
It's a good
But you
game.
gotta finish Origins
Spider-Man.
first before you start Odyssey, though.
Okay.
Just because Odyssey is more refined, so otherwise it feels like you're
Got it.
playing golf with a baseball bat.
Uh-oh.
Who's this guy?
That guy
Oh.
in
Whoa!
Oh.
Hang on, does he have a ticket to get in here?
Yeah.
Where's our bouncer?
Yeah. Look at that. He's even pimping his studio. What's up, Rick?
What's up, Rick?
What's up, our brother? That is, let me tell you, man. What a good man that is. Rick.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Didn't that DLC come out this week too, or was that last week? I'm so out of the loop.
I don't know, but I know there was a patch released on PC, and I think on consoles it's coming, or it's already out. Don't know.
I could have sworn it was out. Yeah,
last week you said, yeah.
It was last week.
Yeah, he was on Iron Lords talking about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. He got on the Lords, man. That's
He's now officially blessed.
Right, exactly. And now he's big time. So, but he comes and visits us little peasants now. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
So we got to get him on towards the end of the month, or towards the end of November, once I clear my my opening schedule here. So, because he hasn't been on in a while, has not been on in a while, so we have to.
He's been a busy guy.
He is busy. Busy.
Got all that DLC to promote. I'm pretty sure wasn't he out of the country a couple weeks ago too? He was all over the place.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm having lunch or something with Doc.
Did he?
With Doc Cupcake.
Did he?
Oh yeah, TwitchCon's going right now.
TwitchCon's going on right now.
Yeah. See, TwitchCon.
Yeah.
Oh, he's at Rick is at TwitchCon right now.
Yeah.
Awesome.
See, taking time out of his day.
Taking time out of his.
See, that's
awesome, Rick.
That's our man right there. That's our Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we got to do when Rick gets back from TwitchCon, man. We got to get some Grawl going. So
yeah.
Got to get some Grawl going. So Frankie, you said if you jumped in, you had something you wanted to talk about. Now's a great time because I think we covered all the little stuff we were going to do tonight.
Yeah, so maybe just one thing, because the other things kind of we'll talk about later after the show. I don't really want to do it on the podcast. But I don't know if you guys mentioned the whole Battlefield 5 Battle Royale thing getting pushed until March.
No, shit, you're right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude.
Interesting.
What are they thinking? Like, they already delayed the game, and now Battle Royale won't be out until March.
Yeah.
It's like any goodwill they had from, like, getting out of Red Dead's window and, all this Call of Duty stuff. Like, Call of Duty launched with its, blackout mode, which everyone wasn't sure was going to happen, so...
Well,
one day
they
they're
have a
pushing
single-player campaign.
Yeah, they were pushing like we have a campaign.
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares though? Do you have Battle Royale like the big thing right now?
RDR as a campaign.
They're gonna push that.
Multiplayer is later. But yeah, no, I agree with you, Frankie. It's pure silliness.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't understand.
Like, how much is this gonna hurt the sales of that game though? Like, you've already delayed it. Now you're releasing the same week as Pokemon. I think the same day even. So.
In the same month of Fallout 76 too.
Yeah, same week also with Hitman
and
2.
That game's my game for November, so.
Man.
I'm gonna pass on that. At least the day one, but.
Oh right, Hitman 2. Wow, damn.
Yeah.
Well.
Hitman 2's coming out.
And I'm waiting for Ashen.
That's right. Right. They said they did say.
I'm saying December. They're gonna drop it in December.
And the developer did say it's still coming.
Yep.
So you're right.
Hopefully we can get somebody over there on here.
Well, yeah, I saw you reach out.
Yeah.
So.
Kind of cool.
People I want on this show are that guy, Tommy Tallarico, and Greg Johnson. Those are the guys. Those are the three we're working on right now. So.
You get Tommy Tallarico, and you should probably find JD somewhere.
Oh, I would definitely ask JD to come on. But we would be the crux of talking to Tommy would be about the Amico, the Intellivision console. But we'd obviously have to talk about his music.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I haven't seen JD in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen a play-in listen. Is he?
It's kind of been a hiatus. He's just been doing like his Monday and Friday streams, and he just wanted to get to 100 episodes, as a personal accomplishment. And now he's whenever he wants to make time, he'll do an episode. He's a big deal now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were supposed to finish up our Sega our part 2. So I need him to get with me. So I'll get with him. Don't worry.
That should be the part 2. Is you guys get Tommy Tallarico and you all just talk about his music.
Yeah, after we talk about the Intellivision.
I guess, or just get him again. Just have him record 2 episodes with you.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh yeah, he was, yeah, because he got it on the Switch. I remember he texted me about that earlier.
And then, well, you know what would really be I would retire the day after is if you brought Dave Perry with him. Like, all right, yeah, I'm done. I've done everything I can do forever. Peter, it's your show. Chris, it's your show. Have fun.
All right.
So,
You have to tag NLG onto like WDFC.
yes, WDFCNLG.
Yeah, they gotta put those in there somewhere.
So, by the way, did you guys, speaking of Battlefield 5 and all that, did you hear that dude from DICE got banned from Black Ops 4?
Oh, wow.
Yes.
What did he do?
Florian Lebihan. He's a core gameplay designer at DICE, working on Battlefield 5, but he loves Black Ops 4. So apparently, I don't know if he doesn't know why, but he got banned from Black Ops 4. I made a video clip titled "Treyarch Please," and to get him unbanned to play. So,
Damn.
and they did finally.
Competition.
They actually did finally unban him, but it was just really funny. It was really funny to see that unfold because people thought he was just, is it because he was just too good, so they banned him. So
That's probably an interesting conversation the next day at work.
yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of EA, did you guys see that Jade Raymond is gone? Apparently. Yeah, she left.
Yeah.
Motive.
Yeah.
Did she say why?
No, she's gone. I texted Brent and them. I was like, so what are the odds that Microsoft has an announcement to make soon? That they brought somebody else onto the initiative?
XO18?
I mean, that's...
Be a surprise.
I mean, it would be... Yeah,
I mean...
maybe. But it's all gin dandy, but, we need to see something.
Yeah.
Some announcements.
I'm worried about the Star Wars game from Respawn.
I wouldn't worry about that one.
Well, it should come out, but I mean, they announced it from the guy. What's his name?
16,
from there,
so
and
Oh, right.
Oh, when you're in the crowd.
sitting in the audience, yeah.
Right.
So
They
dumb.
said- yeah, that
But
was dumb.
It's coming out next year, supposedly.
Yeah, Jedi Fall. Is that a Jedi Fallen Order?
Fallen Jedi.
Something like that.
Yeah.
That was so weird. Like, here's
It
a
was.
release window and the name, but that's it. No
Yeah.
gameplay, no nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the one that Stig's directing, right?
no. I thought Stig was directing the one that Jade Redmond was working on.
No, because he's at Respawn.
All right, hang on. Hang on, I'm looking.
Initially, Amy Hennig was the one that I don't
Right.
know.
She was doing the
confused.
12-12 game. Then then Jade Redmond took it over. Now it's gone. You're right. Stig. Yeah, Stig is working on the Respawn one because he wrote a little blog post in 2016 when they announced it. That's if he's still there. Who the hell knows?
Oh, he's probably still there. I can't imagine he would get knocked off that project.
Oh, I don't know. Who knows?
But EA really hasn't been doing good lately as far as bringing out quality games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although
besides BioWare, what other single player games, any kind of story driven they've been bringing out.
I had Mirror's Edge that I thought was pretty good, but I don't think it sold well.
But that was last gen, right?
No,
they had a Catalyst.
Yeah, Catalyst was this gen. It was decent.
Okay,
it wasn't
right.
as. I don't think it was as good as the first one. It was decent.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool, but I don't think it did very well. I don't know. I mean, I guess. Well, no, Titanfall 2. I think Titanfall 2 had one of the best campaigns, but I mean, still.
Yeah.
Probably buying that for multiplayer if people are buying it at all.
That's more from Respawn, though.
Yeah.
Probably why they bought Respawn.
Well, they did say that that they're going to show. They'll show Jedi Fallen Order at E3 next year. So by that time, maybe they're treating it like Bethesda does, where they're going to launch a game the same year that they show it.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. I mean,
yeah,
as long as it's good.
If that game looks awesome, at least we're not like waiting a year and then something happens with with the last one, and it just suddenly gets canceled and we'll never see it. So.
Well, it's sort of kind of coinciding with the third movie, or the ninth movie, whatever however you want to make that connection. So I don't know that they would. I think they're trying to time that perfectly, which is why they're saying late 2019.
That's fair.
Because we're probably not getting another Battlefront game. You think?
I don't think anytime soon, because they're actually they just started rolling out their Clone Wars stuff for Battlefront 2 now, so I think they're probably still trying to salvage that game, which I think people should give it a chance. It's a good game. It's a lot of fun. Just saying.
I did like the story in it.
I didn't even play
go back and play the DLC, though.
Yeah, I don't even think I touched it. When it came out, that was what we were playing at work, so every Friday night we'd try to, after work, hop on and play a couple rounds. That game's a lot of fun. I loved it. So I still want to hop in. I think General Grievous is out next week. It's one of the new heroes.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
So I'm glad that they're still supporting that and didn't just fucking abandon it because of that whole dumpster fire with the microtransactions.
Well, because it still sold well.
Yeah, they did.
Good. I mean, Star Wars.
Plus, they have to, because Disney would, pull their shit. So.
Yeah, Disney would have shut it down like they did. Was that Gazillion with Marvel Heroes?
Right. Well, remember Disney got involved in this. Remember that?
Yeah. They got a phone call and everything.
Yeah. So
what the fuck you doing over there?
Right.
Man, that was a mess.
It was, and they got it done. So, and it's out, and it's, people bought it.
It's a good game. Just saying.
Is it?
I had a lot of fun with it. Even when all the microtransactions were in, like I never really had a problem. Like I still felt, even if you had good cards and good perks on your guns, like it still felt like it came down to skill. Honestly, to me. But hey, everyone has to have something to bitch about. So.
That seems to be a trend nowadays. Before anybody can even try it, give the game a shake. They come out with all,
it's a shame.
Rage first before they even try it. So,
right.
Or even give it enough time.
That's all I had, though. I mean,
yeah.
I have so much Red Dead I'm going to play this weekend. God, it's so weird to be excited about a Rockstar game. I never thought I would. When that game was announced, I honestly wouldn't have said, dude, I'm going to be so fucking excited to come home and play that game.
I guess you were not excited about that ping pong table tennis.
Oh, which is backward compatible, by the way. Just saying. Just saying. Backward compatible. I did actually play that. When it hit the BC. I was like, "You got us," and I was very happy. So, I have to roll out the orange box. That I got to look at.
Oh yeah,
especially I just downloaded all those updates.
Enhanced, right?
Yeah, yep. And I'm curious as to what the enhancements are. See, I don't buy into that nonsense that we didn't we didn't actually do anything to the game. Yes, you did. You had to have. The game doesn't just look that good blown up to 4K. You replace textures. You just won't admit it.
Well, hang on. It's see, there are a couple of tricks that they do, right?
Right.
Oh no, this was already a native game, wasn't it?
What?
Xbox One game? Or was it a BC game?
It's BC.
That's a BC game.
Yeah,
Oh, BC.
It's a
Yeah,
360
I mean,
BC.
Right. I mean, they're being smart by loading the higher res textures that you typically see when you're close to objects. They load it when you're still like miles away because of the, advanced hardware. So then it looks better, enhanced, 4K enhanced in that case. And that's just on the, emulation or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
So technically, it's possible they didn't do anything. It just looks better due to,
I know Juan's a big Left 4 Dead guy. I love Left 4 Dead. I'm gonna see if he wants to get together and check that out.
Yeah, I don't have any Left 4 Dead games anymore.
I would like to check that out.
I have the first one. I never got the second one.
I want to go back.
First one was better.
I'm gonna go back and replay Portal.
Because
isn't Portal? Isn't
That's part of the Orange Box bundle, right?
it is?
Yeah,
Yes, it is.
It got a standalone too, though.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
it did. And is Portal 2 BC?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was part of the. Yeah, Orange Box was Half-Life Episode 2, Portal, and Team Fortress 2, which makes me wonder if they're gonna, because I can't remember if Team Fortress 2 is still online playable.
It has to be. I know it's free on Steam.
Because Team Fortress 2 was fun. I had a lot of fun with that. So. Oh, and it had Episode 1 and just Half-Life 2. I mean, the Orange Box was such a killer. That was a killer bundle. It was like the very first. It's like a very first Humble Bundle.
Yeah. That was the game that Valve condemned the PS3 over, I think, wasn't it?
Yep. Right before
that port was a fucking disaster.
Yep.
Memories.
Gabe.
Yeah, that was actually one of the first E3 conferences I remember watching. Was when they rolled them out on the Sony stage for Portal 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That was awesome.
Yeah. He said, it was the last place I bet you all thought I'd be at.
Yeah. It introduced me to Kevin Butler as the VP of sharpening things.
Yes. Yeah.
Kevin Butler was also one of the best marketing things I've ever.
He was, man. That Kevin Butler doing the GTA. Was it the GTA commercial? Was that the one he did?
Oh, there it is. You found it.
Not the GTA, the Gran Turismo.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Where it's like, you gotta. Excuse me, you have to give the car back, and he goes, and he drives off.
Yeah, and it speeds off. They're chasing him like running around the parking lot.
Yes. Now you're making me go look. You're making me go look for that. For that. Oh, there it is.
Thanks, Mike. I knew
The
GTA
art for
5
those
had
games.
nice.
Yeah.
The test cars back, I said. I said they needed the test cars
Like the guy
back.
with the shirt with the tattoo.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
times. All right. Well, gentlemen, do you have anything else?
No. I think your Red Dead has marinated. So
Yeah. Watch, I turn the Xbox on and it just starts to download.
Aww.
That's gonna suck too because tomorrow night I've got a band gig till 11. Then Sunday I have religious school in the morning. I have a gig in the afternoon, and then I have My Fair Lady rehearsal at night. I'm not gonna get this will be my only shot to play till next
I'm
week.
excited. We had all these plans tomorrow, and they all got canceled. I love when that happens because I hate going out and hanging out with people. But they got canceled, and now I'm just gonna sit
I
around
like that too.
Red Dead.
Yeah.
Well, I might get lucky if it's still raining here on Sunday. My Sunday gig is outdoors, so there's a pot. If it's raining hard, then it'll get rained out, and I don't typically like to get rained out, but I'm okay with it this time because there's just so much freaking stuff going on that in my life, and part of it's my fault, but just so much going on in my life that if this gig just magically disappeared on Sunday, I'd be okay. Tomorrow night is gonna be fun. Tomorrow night is gonna be like a dinner dance at one of the local American Legions. We don't get out into the public much, so this is kind of like a public gig, and for $15, people can get food, and then this American Legion actually has this really nice ballroom, like back area ballroom area that they rent out for parties and stuff, and it's like a legit room, and we're gonna be back there, rocking the night away. So I'm excited for tomorrow's gig, but yeah, if I get rained out on Sunday, I'm not,
Just Red Dead Day. Red Dead Appreciation Day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it does say chance of rain 10%, so it looks like this thing. This thing's clearing out by tomorrow night. So.
Yeah.
But then it starts back up Sunday. It starts back up Sunday night. So.
Probably right after your game start.
Yeah. Well, the other end of it is, it's money. So.
True. Just fun.
Yeah. And something
And
to
you
take.
get fed.
And we get fed. So it's something, something to take my mind off things. So, all right. So, yeah. All right. So cool. So we have another good showdown, and another great night with the boys in the chat. Siberia and Rick and Jeff. And speaking of, where's Jack? I haven't seen Jack in a while.
He popped in for a hot second.
One-Eyed Jack? I didn't see him.
Quick.
Did he?
Yeah, I must have missed him.
I must have missed it too.
I think he came back from vacation because I even tweeted him too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Jago who came in, and
Jack changed his name. Isn't he Dirty J now?
Dirty J came in for a minute. One-Eyed Jack. That's not the same guy.
Okay.
Stinking Corpse. And
Siberia.
Siberia.
Yeah.
And of course, Brother Coop.
Yeah.
Brother Coop.
Project Jeff. Did you mention him?
I did mention Jeff. I just said Jeff, but Project Jeff. And then that Viper Strike guy came in for a bit.
Yeah,
Who's that?
Yeah.
Name's
I
right.
don't know. Inferno was in for a little bit.
Inferno, yeah.
So
Yeah.
he said he was going to
Rick.
check out and Rick's here. So
They had a good show. 4 Guys Reporters and
they do.
King from My Lords.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, slated for next Sunday or next Sunday, slated for next Friday night. You want to say you got him? You want to announce it, Chris?
Yeah, we'll have Lord Cognito on the Onlords podcast.
Yep.
Be on with us. And already next Friday is the 2nd. Wow.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
isn't that crazy?
I'm gonna spend the week brushing up on my smooth intro skills. Try to do him some justice.
Yeah.
That man has mic skills. That man should be in the WWE because he's got mic skills like crazy. He should literally be like some wrestler's manager, and his job is to come out and get on mic and just because he's got some gold behind that voice. He really does, man. So
Sir, you need to do a special introduction for him. Get some like lights going out like in the basketball game.
I was thinking of the music. I was thinking of using the music for the Bulls intro.
Yeah, there you go.
Hang on. It's on the tip of my tongue. What the song is. Serious. That's right. Serious. It's Alan Parsons' project.
Yeah.
So it's that keyboard intro that they do right before Eye in the Sky. Yeah, that's what that's it. That's what I'm introducing him to.
There you go.
So we'll have him on next week.
Fun.
And then the following, just for you guys, programming notes, the following 2 Friday nights we will not be on the air. Those are the 2 Friday nights that I have my show. And honestly though, one of you guys, I don't know if you can do a Google Hangout on Twitch. You guys are
Probably
welcome.
not.
I don't know.
Not straight. You probably have to feed it into who knows.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 'cause it's Google, YouTube. I think they're all the same, right?
Yeah.
Google and YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll be back on the 23rd, which will be great because it's Black Friday. We talk about all the fun Black Friday stories that'll go on.
There'll be a lot of news.
There'll be a lot of news there. So,
yeah.
a good way.
Darksiders 3 Eve.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah, it comes out on the 27th.
Well,
Terrible release date.
Yeah,
the fucking worst. But hey,
that is. So,
Man.
and then we start our holiday push. So,
man.
yeah, it's just like I really was hoping that we get a chance to talk about XO18, but unfortunately, I was gonna say, well, we could just do a show on Saturday or Sunday, but no, my shows are the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 16th, 17th, and 18th, so I'm screwed. Yeah. After that, I'm done. I'm completely done with theater. I'm at least until something comes along like a year later. I'm not doing this 2 show per year shit anymore because that was horrible. So,
but we should keep our expectations in check for the XO18 now.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like even Gamescom. You always hear all these rumors and.
Yeah.
I know.
I always take it one thing at a time. See what happens.
Yeah. We fall for the hype way too much. So.
Yeah. My only expectation is I just want Crackdown 3 gameplay. That's all I want.
Yeah.
I want an extended trailer. I want something. They
at this point they should.
I've been hearing a lot of that. That's there's somebody on Twitter named Clobril, whatever. I guess he has some inside information, and he's been saying a lot about Crackdown 3. That it is going to be there, and it's going to look good. There's still the multiplayer 5 versus 5 full destruction. So,
don't get me wrong. I love Terry Crews just as much as the next guy, but
yeah,
show me the damn game. I get it. Terry Crews is awesome.
Yeah.
He's in the game.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, this is a show. They need to show it big.
Well,
yeah.
So I'm just going to throw this out there, and this may be way off, but something clicked, Frankie, when you said they're still showing full destruction, blah 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 blah. We just talked last week about Microsoft and that new cloud service that they're going to be ramping up.
Yeah, that xCloud thing.
Yeah, how they're building the Xboxes into the blades like they originally had talked about. I wonder if they have taken over some of that instead of CloudGen, and maybe they just haven't talked about it yet while they're building this thing, and maybe there's still some play on this. I could be way the hell off. I could be way off. But I'm just wondering the timing of that announcement was interesting in that we haven't heard a word about Crackdown 3. Like, not even a word. Like, we at least heard Days Gone was getting delayed because, they wanted to polish it. We didn't hear jack shit about Crackdown, and I wonder if there's a reason beyond that. There's development trouble and the standard stuff that you hear on social media. But what if there's some in that Project X or whatever they're doing? What if part of that is trying to get that destruction stuff back into the mix via Azure? I mean,
could be.
It would.
Yeah, they might have scaled it down. Maybe they were trying to make it bigger than what it was.
Possibly.
Maybe this one's only 5 versus 5. But CloudGen, they got bought out by Epic.
Right.
No, that was.
Yeah.
The guy went over the one
and
whatever.
Regen is pretty much done. They're gone. So right now the game is solely in the hands of Sumo Digital.
Yeah. I'm sure they before they went over, they got bought out by Epic. I'm sure they finished whatever they had to do, or as far as
or gave it to Microsoft to engineer.
I'm sure.
I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I just feel like there's if there's something there, then that's what it would be.
Well, Phil was not this last E3, but the E3 before. It didn't show well, and especially at Comic-Con, he put because that was last year.
Right.
He said, look, go back and polish it up. We'll delay it and get it done right. So from what I hear, and that's what they did, and it looks good.
As much as I may have criticisms of how law enforcement operates in this country,
at least you got they did it right. I think I'd rather a game delay and get it done right than come out look like a turd and try to patch it.
Yeah,
corruption.
That's the other problem too, is just with how many times it's already been delayed. Like, they can't put that game out and it need patches and all this day one work. Like, that thing has to launch flawlessly.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, but it does have the advantage of Game Pass.
Yeah.
So, so Peter's checking out.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
He's like midnight at that time.
That's okay.
I have 5 minutes to play.
That's all right. It looks like judging by who's left watching the show, everyone else has dropped off.
Everybody's already checked out.
Well, because we said like 15 minutes ago we were done. So,
yeah.
Oh, all right. So
3.
Yeah, I know. Damn it. All right.
Show.
Yeah, but it's good to get Frankie on and get him on for some meaningful time here. So. We appreciate you jumping in and helping us test adding a person to the podcast, because that worked very well. That worked better than I thought it would. Well, no, it's Skype's thing. It's a Skype. It's the new Skype. It allows, and what's really cool is the next time I call you, this screen will already be set and ready, and I can just put you wherever I want. I don't have to do screen captures anymore. Like, when I call Peter and Chris, they just pop up and they're right there ready to go. It's awesome. There are some kinks to this with some echoing and stuff I've got to deal with, but I'll take that while we're able to do this. So the thing that I would like to have you test is actually dropping off, and I want to see what happens if we say, "Hey, good night," you're a guest, you got to go. You leave the Skype call, and what would happen with the rest of the... I think what would just happen is...
Let's find out.
Yeah. Oh, what a great image to... Oh, there it is.
Mustang.
What a great image for him to leave on.
So that stays?
Yeah, until I stop it. So then I can say, hey, thank you very much. It's great to see. But the cool thing is now doing that and dropping him out doesn't affect it didn't affect either of you guys. That's awesome.
Cool.
So, all right. I want to go see if Red Dead's up too. So this is a good time to call it a night.
Yeah.
So thank you, everybody. Yeah. Boys, another great show in the books.
Yep.
Oh, and he's back, and his camera picks right back up.
Yeah. He's moving it.
Nice.
Oh,
that's excellent.
That's super cool.
Very cool.
Nice.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody as usual. Great chat room. Frankie, thanks for jumping in late. I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Peter, Chris.
I was hoping you guys would start later.
Yeah,
I was bank on that.
Sorry. I didn't have late services tonight. Sorry. So since Peter wants to get to Red Dead, I'm gonna let him take us out tonight.
No, you don't want to do that. It's gonna be too short. You do it.
All right, I'll do it. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging with us. We'll see you next week when hopefully we will have Lord Cognito on, and we'll have a great time with him. Our friends from the Iron Lords. Shout out to them in the realm. And then we'll be off for a couple of weeks while I go and do my acting thing. Thank you guys in the chat room. As awesome. And we'll see you guys very soon. Play on, gamers.
Game on.
See ya.